Saturday night, March the 12th, 7 p.m. bell time. It's Bluefield Beatdown. Live at the Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Live PWL action. Come see all your favorite stars. Aaron West, Jeff Paul, Crass Cassidy, and so many more. All tickets $12. Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Bluefield Beatdown, 7 p.m. bell time. Live pro wrestling. See you Saturday night. Here we go with a very special episode of PWL Showtime. We'll take a look at some stars of PWL on the road and places that you haven't seen before. Two of the stars of PWL locking horns here, Brian Logan and Will Huckabee, both former world champions in their own right, and this should be an outstanding matchup to get us underway and kick us off here on PWL Showtime from down in Lafollette, Tennessee, where this matchup took place. We see things kicking off here. A lot of verbiage back and forth between these two individuals. And we see Brian Logan with his verbiage toward the fans. They don't like him very much. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't like them very much. Big Cara will tie up these two behemoths. And some more words and exchanging between Logan and the crowd in the great state of Tennessee. We see Huckabee getting ready. Another big collar elbow tie up. Now Huckabee with a good advantage. The big side headlock. Former AIWF World Heavyweight Champion is Will Huckabee. Now Logan, he looked to be grabbing a little bit of the tights there. He wasn't able to hold on to him. Big side headlock still applied, backing into the ropes. Able to get a little advantage as Logan. Now look at that big shoulder tackle. Big punch. Here comes Huckabee. Huckabee with some great advantage there. He got a little momentum. Now he still wants Logan, but Logan heads to the outside. Logan, I don't think he, really planned on that flurry from Will Huckabee. And we see a young fan there on the outside. Him and Logan aren't liking each other very much. Woo. And Huckabee coming over to aid in the endeavor, and Logan just running away. As we always here at PWL, we want to encourage you to be loud and boisterous, but don't ever engage the wrestlers. That's taking your life in your own hands. Both men back into the ring. I see Logan still running his yip yapper. This is his best maneuver here, the stall tactic. We should put a shot clock on Logan. We'll have to put a wrestle maneuver on him. They want to put a pitch clock in baseball. We'll have to put a wrestle. Look at that now. He tried to engage our referee, and the referee was having none of it. A little bit of power into those arms there of the referee. And Mr. Logan making an apology. Whew. And you can see the relief on his eyes as I don't think he expected the power in the official. Still really waiting for this matchup to truly get started. We get another collared elbow tie up. Power from both men, really just another throw off. Now Logan goes straight to a closed fist punch right in the center of the mouth of Will Huckabee. And then Huckabee throws one back, and it takes Logan off his feet. You're not going to catch Will Huckabee in a manner where he's not going to do something about a punch to the face. There's a second one, and now Huckabee going up to the second rope. He's going to give a few more to Logan, right in the side of the jaw. Just pounding away on the jaw of Brian Logan. Huckabee, you see those big biceps, big trapezius muscles just piling away on the side of the face of Logan. He went well past 10 here, and he just piling away at Logan. And Logan a little dipsy, a little wobbly. He's a little weeble wobble those knees, and then down goes Logan. And he's going to escape with his life on the far side of the ring. Logan, I don't think he knows what hit him. I don't think he knows where he's at. He's trying to get his marbles back. Now, Will Huckabee coming from the backside. Logan, I don't know if he knows he's there. And then whammo! One to the face. And another one. Those big shots by Huckabee just rattling Logan. And now, across the chest there against the railing. Right up and up close. Cameras in there involved with these two men. You see them. They're just going brutalizing right against the ring post. Huckabee took that one across the head. Logan and Huckabee going at it. Give both these gentlemen former world champions. Huckabee's had the AIWF World Championship. Logan, the former AWA World Champion. And now we see Logan having an advantage. Won't even let Huckabee back in the ring. Put a knee on the back of the head. Will Huckabee. Huckabee's taking a little bit of punishment. Logan was able to get that breath that he needed. Now, those big size 12 cowboy boots. It's not just the size 12, it's the heaviness of those boots. There's a reason there's been a lot of cowboy boot wearing wrestlers through the years. It's a big advantage. You see Logan using them again more to his advantage. Having a moment with some of the fans still. This trading verbiage back and forth is Logan. Loves just riling him up, but also taking time, and it allows Huckabee to come back up. Huckabee with a shot to the midsection. There's two, now three, and it's rocking Logan back. All the way back to the other corner. Huckabee getting a little bit of momentum here. Back into the corners. Huckabee going to go back up to the second rope again. He is. He wants to put some more, but he took too much time. He wanted to land those fists on the jaw again, but Logan was able to sweep the knee and knock him down to the canvas. Got about 2 count there, did Logan. Now Logan going to use his size and his frame to his advantage. Puts on a rear chin lock. Hey, now wait a minute. Referee out of position. I don't think he sees the fact that Logan's got his foot on the rope. He sees it maybe there. Now Logan breaks the hold and readjusts the position. Once he unlocks the hold, it starts everything anew. So the foot on the rope didn't matter in that position. Now we're going to check the arm. There's 2 down. If it falls a third time, Huckabee's out, but the arm fell about 2.5. Now Huckabee getting a little bit of some momentum. Logan just plows an elbow, and now a Chancery submission hold here. Front Chancery, almost a version of the Dragon Sleeper. Goes for a cover, does Logan. He puts some effort into that one, trying to cut off the airway. Back to the chin lock. Logan does have the height advantage, so it does give him an advantage in the chin lock in these situations because he's able to put more of his frame down against the windpipe. Now, Huckabee gets to a vertical base. Second elbow, gets the hold broken. A third one now. And Logan gets the chin buster in there. And that is huge with a DDT. Huckabee stumbled forward after the chin breaker and the chin buster-like maneuver. And Logan just grabbed and dropped. And I'm not even sure Huckabee knew what hit him. He's down, he's laying, he is out. This is the end of Huckabee in this matchup. Logan's just trying to pick him up and get him in position, and just dead weight right now is Huckabee going to the throat. That's a blatant chokehold, ref. You got to get in there. You got to count a little quicker. Huckabee down on the mat, and those big cowboy boots once again coming into advantage. Those black and whites, those double eagle cowboy boots. Those blackjack mulligan style boots are to the advantage of the man from Dandridge, Tennessee, the troublemaker Brian Logan. But here's Huckabee, the incredible Huck. He's not been out of this yet, with 2 elbows to the midsection and a fist right across the jaw. Now a boot to the midsection. We're going to go Irish whip, corner to corner. Huckabee's got some momentum, but he runs into the cowboy boot. Wow. Again, like just running into a plate of steel. Running into that big cowboy boot. Can Huckabee recover? Logan was in a bad way to start this matchup, but they gained momentum with an underhanded tactic by throwing Huckabee into the ring post on the outside. Since then, with the exception of a couple flurries, it's been all Logan, and we see more Logan right there with just a knuckle punch right to the center of the eyes, right between the eyes. Huckabee trying his best. He's still trying to get something going. There's a kick after 2 punches. Now a big roundhouse. That one's both men now, center of the ring. Huckabee's got a little something going, but right to the eyes. Every time Huckabee gets something going, it's the dirty underhanded tactics of the troublemaker that turns it around. Irish whip, reversal. Huckabee, kick to the midsection. Well, what's he going to do out of here? Big forearm. Logan, staggered. Boot to the midsection. Huckabee, I think, wanted to go for a backdrop, but Logan held onto the ropes. And that turned the momentum again as now Logan dropping the shoulder into the spine. Out of the corner. Big reversal. Huckabee acting on instinct. Power slam by the Incredible One. Center of the ring. Does he have enough? He doesn't. He didn't really get the leg hooked. He was trying to hook that leg up, but I'm not sure after that huge shot to the spine that Huckabee had full capacity and feeling in his arms. And without that, he just wasn't able to hook that leg. Now both men down, both men trying to recover. Logan up to one knee for Huckabee. Huckabee using the ropes to his advantage. I think Logan is cocked and ready. Here he comes. And no, Logan didn't see it coming as Huckabee hits with the clothesline. Big back elbow. Huckabee's feeling it. Crown Lafollette coming alive. Big drop kick. Oh my gosh, the Incredible One. The Incredible Huck with a big drop kick. Pushing Logan to the outside. Now this gives Huckabee a minute to catch his breath. The problem is it's giving Logan a minute to recover. Huckabee, he's on the momentum. Oh, he was going for that big suicide dive, but Logan's there with a punch. And the momentum of Huckabee's going to make that twice as bad with the big just punch right across the face. This could be it. This could be where Huckabee is just laid out. And a quick cover, and Huckabee kicks out at 2.5. Huckabee's out at 2.5. What a matchup. I'm not sure how Huckabee got out of that one. Oh, I think Logan's trying to figure it out too. Huckabee, big European uppercut. Lays one in the corner. Lays another one in. He's just acting on instinct now. He wants to go for, I thought he was going for a big power slam. Puts him up on the shoulder, probably that running power slam. Now he's going to roll through into a pinning predicament. Logan has the ropes. Logan has the ropes. Nobody called it. And there's the bell. Oh my gosh, Brian Logan with the cheap, underhanded tactic. He beat Will Huckabee. That dirty, rotten troublemaker. He grabbed the rope. Out of the roll through. Into the pinning predicament. Brian Logan got the win. That dirty troublemaker. Fans, we'll be back.
Yo!
G.I. Joe and Cobra. New releases plus the largest selections of 1980s release G.I. Joes. Come pre-order your new figures too. Transform your collection with the collector's releases, collectibles from the 1980s, and all the hot new Transformer releases from Hasbro.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Dominate your retro collection of the universe with the Masters of the Universe Retro Play line. Figures and accessories available at 80s Toys of Princeton.
Federation Superstars, twist, turn, do things they never thought they could do.
The region's only dedicated wrestling figure room is at 80s Toys in Princeton. Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, Galoob, and all of the favorites from days gone by. Plus, new releases from Mattel and AEW, WWE, and everything in between is at 80s Toys of Princeton. 935 Berkshire Street, Princeton, West Virginia. Phone 681-282-5433.
Since 2001, drug companies dumped 1 billion opioid pills in West Virginia, causing over 3,000 overdose deaths and thousands of babies born addicted by no fault of their own. I'm attorney Stephen New. If you're the grandparent or guardian of a child born with neonatal abstinence syndrome, call me. I'll help you seek just compensation.
Call the law offices of Stephen P. New at 1-844-BAD-PILLS before time runs out.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
This Saturday night, March the 12th, 7 p.m. bell time. It's Bluefield Beatdown. Live at the Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Live PWL action. Come see all your favorite stars. Aaron West, Jeff Paul, Crass Cassidy, and so many more. All tickets $12. Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Bluefield Beatdown, 7 p.m. bell time. Live pro wrestling. See you Saturday night. Back to action. Mount Airy, North Carolina. It's the AIWF 30th anniversary show. Aaron West, Johnny Duff, Jeff Paul, Sid Myers, big tag action. See Jeff Paul, we saw Sid Myers playing to the crowd. Crowd not having anything of it. Duff and West, boy, they really like these guys. We know our crowd of PWL faithful, boy, they really like Duff and West. And now some sort of weird pose down here for these guys. And now we're going to get some action started. Going to go hot and heavy right at the beginning. Tag action. All four men right in the center of the ring. Jeff Paul, Aaron West, Irish whip. There goes West or Paul into one corner. Now Duff with Myers in the other. And a little switcheroo. And West and Myers. And then we're going to switch it right back. Paul and Myers are not having a good time right now. And we'll send them both together in a meeting of the minds. They might have one between them. And suplex time both ways. A belly to back and a belly to belly. And there's a couple bellies and a back and a belly. And those guys head out. Do Myers and Paul. And West and Duff center of the ring. And this tag team contest got started with a bang. And Duff and West aren't going to waste any time. They're headed outside. There's one for Jeff Paul. And there's a big forearm for Myers. We're going to throw Myers back in the center of the ring. And then Duff on the far side, he gives a little big chop across the chest to Jeff Paul. And things going to get started right off the bat with Sid Myers. West, a legal tag to Johnny Duff. Duff off the top turnbuckle. Drops that arm down onto Sid Myers. Myers is able to turn the tide, though. Duff took one to the eye. We've seen Myers doesn't like to play by the rules. We've seen that a lot of times. And we see Jeff Paul definitely not playing by the rules over here in the corner. Getting his shot in. Getting him a free one across the throat. Johnny Duff certainly didn't deserve that. For the ride pickup and a big scoop and looking for maybe a side slam. Now just posing. Side slam. but not after the butt wiggle. Myers gets 2 count. Had to make sure we got the butt wiggle in, didn't we, Sid? Duff into the turnbuckle in the corner of these 2 men, of Myers and Jeff Paul. Going to put the boot across the throat. We'll get a legal tag in for Jeff Paul. Paul will make his way in. He's going to lay his big boot across the face of Johnny Duff. And Duff do anything with it. Now we see another man on the outside. That's the second there with Sid Myers, that ever-present T-Bird. Just interjecting himself in the matchup. Now Paul with the big boot. We've seen that maneuver 2 or 3 times throughout Jeff Paul's days, accompanying his way to the ring. He loves to put that big boot across the face, exert his authority. Now he's going to send Johnny Duff into the ropes and put a chop across the chest. Backs him into the ropes. Irish whip this time, and Jeff with the big flying shoulder tackle. Johnny Duff's taking some big brunt of the punishment here. And Duff work his way back to get a tag from Aaron West. That's what needs to happen here. Paul going for a chop. Duff's able to get under. He's able to reverse it. Gets one in of his own. Gets one of those big Europeans in. Now a big reversal. Duff to the corner. He's able to get a boot up. Jeff Paul ran into that big boot coming out of the corner. Oh, he caught him in the backbreaker. Oh, man, and a cover. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. Jeff Paul's beside himself here. He really thought that was a 3D. Jeff Paul setting things up, and wait, Sid Myers just tagged himself in. I'm not sure Jeff Paul was ready for that, but they're taking an awful lot of time, and now we got to get the butt wiggle in again. And that was enough to allow Johnny Duff with an enziguri. Both men are down. Can Johnny Duff get to the tag to Aaron West? Duff is crawling his way through. Sid Myers wants a tag. Duff looking, Duff trying, tag into Paul, and tag. Here comes Aaron West. West, first legal maneuver into the matchup. Now there's clotheslines for everybody, and the second one for Jeff Paul. He's got his hands on in a fireman's carry position, and a nice drop down with the head on the knee to Sid Myers. Mr. T-Bird himself coming up on the apron. West, I think, wants to dispense of him, but ooh, that's going to hurt as down goes Aaron West, and the big leg drop from Jeff Paul. Cover 2 and 3. Jeff Paul took out the family jewels of Aaron West, and then he was able to drop the leg and get the 3 count in the tag team matchup featuring our PWL Superstars here in Mount Airy. Fans, we have the PWL Women's Championship match when we come back right here on PWL Showtime. Don't go anywhere.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Since 2001, drug companies dumped 1 billion opioid pills in West Virginia, causing over 3,000 overdose deaths and thousands of babies born addicted by no fault of their own. I'm attorney Stephen New. If you're the grandparent or guardian of a child born with neonatal abstinence syndrome, call me. I'll help you seek just compensation.
Call the law offices of Stephen P. New at 1-844-BAD-PILLS before time runs out.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Smoky Mountains, and as you can see there's a nice little stream behind me here, and a lot of good things going on here, and there's a heck of a lot of good things going on in my life at this point. I've got a grand, wonderful new streaming site that's ClassicContinentalWrestling.com, and at that site you're going to be able to see everything that I've done, all that's on YouTube now, and a whole lot of things that will never be on YouTube. In fact, we're doing things like there's a big documentary right now on this ClassicContinentalWrestling.com, and that documentary is about Wildcat Wendell Cooley. We got Dirty White Boy in there, Dr. Tom Pritchard's in there. We got a lot of clips of matches in that. It's 90 minutes long. You got to go to see that. And also I'm going to be doing something never been done before. I'm going to create an audio of my book Brutus, and we're going to be doing it a step at a time, basically a chapter at a time. And you're going to be able to go on there and be able to see me read it, actually read the book. And then at the end of all of it, there will be an audio, and those of you who want to watch, who want to collect your audio, then you can do that. It's just $4.99 a month or $39.99 annually for the site itself, and it's going to just be everything you can imagine that I have done. Studcast, a super studcast, everything, whatever that you would like to see, we're going to be trying to give it to you. And thank you all very much for your support. Please go there to ClassicContinentalWrestling.com and get subscribed and get going.
G.I. Joe and Cobra, new releases, plus the largest selections of 1980s release G.I. Joes. Come pre-order your new figures too. Transform your collection with the collector's releases, collectibles from the 1980s, and all the hot new Transformer releases from Hasbro.
And the Masters of the Universe.
Dominate your retro collection of the universe with the Masters of the Universe Retro Playline. Figures and accessories available at 80s Toys of Princeton.
Federation Superstars, twist, turn, do things they never thought they could do.
The region's only dedicated wrestling figure room is at 80s Toys in Princeton. Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, Galoob, and all of the favorites from days gone by, plus new releases from Mattel and AEW, WWE, and everything in between is at 80s Toys of Princeton. 935 Berkshire Street, Princeton, West Virginia. Phone 681-282-5433. This Saturday night, March the 12th, 7 p.m. bell time. It's Bluefield Beatdown. Live at the Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Live PWL action. Come see all your favorite stars. Aaron West, Jeff Paul, Crass Cassidy, and so many more. All tickets $12. Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Bluefield Beatdown, 7 p.m. bell time. Live pro wrestling. See you Saturday night. How about our main event? A PWL Women's Championship match. Colby Max, Talise Starseeker. Back to Mount Airy, North Carolina, back to the AIWF and their 30th anniversary show. Some things never change, though, does it? Talise Starseeker slipping out to the outside, wants to seemingly maybe avoid locking horns with Colby Max. Of course, we've seen tons of issues between these two. Colby waiting. Talise not in any hurry. See her on the outside, on the far side of the ring. Lots of words for the crowd here. On the outside, Colby Max patiently waiting in the ring. Talise taking the champion's privilege, if you will. Talise doesn't have to beat Colby. Colby wants to be champion, she's got to beat Talise. So we see Talise just taking her time. And now Colby coming through, gets a little kick in there. She kind of got a little whoop-de-whoop on that bottom rope, but she got a little kick in there. Enough, I think, just enough to distract Talise Starseeker. And Talise is on the far side. She's going to come with a barrel of steam and a nice drop toe hold there by Colby. Colby putting some feet in there. Off the rope and just flung herself. Big shoulder flinging in there. Big cover. Big hook of the leg. Got two. Talise throws her off. She's going to take a minute getting into the back it up into the corner. Going to try to beg her off there. I don't know if that's going to work, but it worked just enough for Talise to grab Colby and throw her into that middle turnbuckle. Talise, see her right there. She's using her knees to her advantage. Going to try to choke some air out of Colby. Now the big, just right into the sternum, right in the chest. It's all about taking the wind out of her opponent for Talise Starseeker here. And now a big chop across the chest. Colby Max has not had too much offensively in this matchup. Talise has had her way in this match. We'll choke there. Now we see the flexibility of Talise Starseeker, the PWL Women's Champion. That boot across the throat, a big bulldog out of the corner. Colby Max down on the canvas, 2 counts. She's able to kick out. Colby retreats to the middle rope and now just laying across the back of the head using the rope to her advantage. Is Talise Starseeker the champion? Colby Max across the top rope, just raking her eyes across. Talise just doing everything she can, just brute forcing her way through the matchup. Forearm smashes to the head, but while Talise worrying about the top, going to the midsection is Colby Max. And handful of hair takes down Colby. Talise is all over this one. Now that cover is not going to get you anywhere. Not anywhere. Colby just slung that foot off. Now another handful of hair. Going to back her into the ropes. Starseeker sends her for the ride. Down in a sunset flip. Starseeker down to the canvas, gets 2. We were that close to a new champion. Oh, and a nice maneuver through. They're going to go back and forth, back through the sunset, back over. Starseeker with some momentum. They're in almost like a back and forth teeter-totter type maneuver. They were going back and forth there. Here they come at each other. And it's Starseeker who's able to get the clothesline in first. Hook of the leg. She got 2. 2, I tell you. Now into a stretching submission maneuver, almost a surfboard-like maneuver. Talise got that knee in the back, just stretching those shoulder muscles, those rotator cuffs, just pulling them back. Colby Max using her legs, got a lot of power in those legs. She's able to twist it around. Can't she get in there? And Talise, look at that. Talise with a big clothesline, just knocking her down. Colby, I think, was trying some things there. Talise just said, no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm going to clothesline you and drop you to the canvas. She got a 2 count. Colby firing in there. She's doing everything she can to try to get to Talise here and try to get the PWL Women's Championship in a full force chest right into. Man, look at that. Whew. About 6 things happened there all at once. Talise with the cover. chest into the turnbuckle, down face first. Talise kind of slid in there, and then just a sweep leg off the knee, just dropped her to a maneuver. Talise full control of this matchup. Chancery hook, looking for a DDT, but Colby's able to block that one. Colby slides through, has her hooked, and now a dropping maneuver for her own. Colby on the offensive. Big back elbow. Colby out of the corner, and another big back elbow. She's feeling some momentum. She's coming out of the corner. She get another one. No, this time a boot. Knocks Talise back to the corner. Here comes Colby, head of steam, and Colby with a big clothesline. Colby going to put her up on the top rope. Colby's looking maybe she wants to get something high risk here. Colby, big handstand on that bottom rope. Here she goes. Can she flip her off? No, it's Talise flipping. Colby down to the canvas. Talise off, and there's a big cross body. Cover and a hook of the leg. There's two. And Colby max high risk maneuver didn't pay off. It dang near cost her the match. Talise took too long. Colby has her hook. Up on the shoulders. Talise is able to slide through. And a short arm reversal. There it is. Dropped her on the boot. Is this it? Talise, the PWL Women's Champion, she retains with the 3 count. Fans, don't forget this Saturday night at the Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. PWL will be live on location. Come see all the stars at the Salvation Army, 7 p.m. bell time. All tickets $12. We'll see you Saturday night. This Saturday night, March the 12th, 7 p.m. bell time. It's Bluefield Beatdown. Live at the Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Live PWL action. Come see all your favorite stars. Aaron West, Jeff Paul, Crass Cassidy, and so many more. All tickets $12. Salvation Army, Bluefield, West Virginia. Bluefield Beatdown, 7 p.m. bell time. Live pro wrestling. See you Saturday night.